Good morning. It is Saturday, the 15th, I think, October. And got a pretty big work day planned here. Got a lot to get done. Got our neighbor's cows out doing their thing, munching on all the dry grass that's still around. But most importantly, I don't know if you guys can see it with the sun glare, we've got a solar array. Here, I'm going to turn the camera around. That is our brand new solar system array. It got installed. You can see the trench is all covered over, and the cows are investigating it. And so far it looks like they're not doing anything to it, which is good, because that gives me some time to get my fence up around it, which is my job today. So yeah, got to put a barbed wire fence up around it. And this is something I've never done. I've never messed with barbed wire. It seems pretty straightforward. YouTube University again. I'll let the chickies out so they can start doing their thing. They've actually gotten pretty adept at opening their coop door by themselves, although I'm not sure that it ever got closed last night. We kind of dropped the ball on that a little bit. But I've never done barbed wire fence before, so this will be a learning experience. I will film what I can and let you guys in on it and let you see what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, and we'll learn together, right? That's one of the things I keep kind of harping on is you gotta do, sorry about the sun glare, you can't keep waiting to do stuff. You have to try it. You can read about it and watch about it for so long, and eventually you have to just jump in and do it. So I like situations that force me to jump in and do new things. Learn on the fly, trial by fire. I kind of thrive on that to a certain extent, because it removes myself from the equation as far as, am I worried I'm going to screw up or anything like that? I worry about those things still, sure, but it forces me to get past that real quick and get on with what I'm doing. So just gonna open up the coop here and see if we've got any Aggies. Sorry, that's sun glare. It's the hazards of filming like this or so early in the morning as the sun's down, and depending on how you hold the camera, it's real easy to get that sun glare going on. Well, no Aggies yet, but somebody's sitting in the box, so sounds like maybe she's getting an egg song going. So we'll leave her alone, let her do her thing. And with that, I'll go get what I need to get together. I've got a couple of new tools I gotta get out of the box and get prepped to use. I got an auger, so a post driller, and gotta get that set up and ready to go. So okay, so before I get going with this project, I say okay a lot, don't I? I say whatever. Before getting this project going, I need to get everything together. So you can see I've got my posts for my corner posts. I've got my T posts. My brain's still waking up a little bit. I gotta go get the driver for the T-post, which is over by the chicken area. Got the barbed wire. My neighbor lent me his tensioner. What else we got? I've got to inflate the tire here. This tire has a slow leak in it, so I've got to inflate it every time, or overnight. I've got a gate ready to install for it. Come over here. Sorry to kind of be twirling you all around. Fast setting concrete for setting the posts. My auger. And got in here, got some rebar here. Got some 3/8, a 2-footer 3/8, and I've got some 1/2 inch by 1 foot rebar. And you'll see what I use that for later on when I'm setting up the corner braces. I'm trying a method that I saw on another YouTube video, and I'll try to link that below. I need to do better about that. If I say I saw something on a YouTube video and I'm doing it, I want to try to link to that to give them the credit, and so you can see what they did, not my version of what they did. and then see how much I changed it or adapted it. So I'm gonna get this stuff together, make sure I have everything I need, and we'll get going. Okay, so at one point I'm gonna have to drill a 1/2 inch hole through my posts, and I'd really prefer to use my corded drill for that to give it the power, because my cordless does a good job, but the batteries are wearing down, and that much oomph going through, it draws them down pretty quick, and it can maybe not all the way always go through it. But I'm going to do with what I got. It's really hard to run an extension cord all the way out there, but we'll try the battery way first, and if we have to do that, then we'll do that. So, it's gonna be a warm day. Hydrate. Always hydrate. So as you're preparing to do something, always remember the importance of coffee. Yeah, swinging you guys over here so you can watch me unbox my new toy. I'm unboxing it over here just because it's easier. Woohoo! Nice and shiny and clean. 6-inch diameter auger bit. Also nice and shiny and new. A mixing bottle. They included a mixing bottle because this is a paperwork. They included a mixing bottle, so you have, because you have to do a fuel oil mixture with these ones, and so that's nice. I just spilled my coffee. Never set your coffee someplace it can get spilled. That being said, your coffee is going to get spilled. Luckily, this is my second cup, so I'm already working on some. But yeah, still doesn't make it right. Solar panels. Look at this. Isn't this great? So we're in the field now. I'll walk over here. House is over that away. Ruth Ann is right there. Neighbor's field there. So let me just walk you through the general game plan of what we're going to do today. We're going to put a barbed wire fence around here to keep neighbor's cows from brushing up against it and potentially damaging it and everything. So I'm working with what I got and with nature. Going to use, so back here is, you can see trees still down from tornado damage, and they've kind of crushed over the fence line, but the fence line's working well enough to keep the cows out, and that's the main thing at the moment. So I don't need to worry about redoing that just right now. We're going to use that tree. It's weird pointing to it, but by the camera angle it doesn't look like. So that tree there is going to be one of my corners. We're going to come on out here and put we're going to actually put an actual corner post here. This is where the majority of that work's going to happen, because we're going to run it down to that tree stump down there. This tree stump right here, which is down the line from where we just were. It's going to be pretty close, but that's fine. I don't mind the cows getting close. I just don't want them rubbing against it. And then we're going to go from this tree trunk, and we will go straight over to that tree trunk. And that will complete our rectangle and keep them out. And somewhere in there, I'm going to put a gate. So I'm probably going to put a gate here. The only reason I wouldn't want to is because it's kind of close to the panel. So if I need to get something in and out, but there should be enough room between the gate here and the panel there to get just about anything I want to in and out of it. So I think I'm going to go with what I got, use what I have, so that I'm not utilizing new resources that I don't need to. And we'll put it here. So we'll figure that part out when we get there, okay? Okay, so we got the corner posts set, and we've got all the T-posts set where we want. We went about 15-foot spacings in the front, 20 on that one, just because it's an even split between the two. And you can go up to, well, it depends on who you ask about building the fence, and depends on what your purpose is. What I found is, if you're trying to do more small, this is from reading too, not experience. If you're trying to do smaller stuff, you want to put the posts closer together so that there's more strength and yada, yada, yada. I think you get the idea. Since all we're doing here is trying to keep the cows out, going a little wider on the spacing shouldn't be too much of an issue. So we're going to take a break for lunch, and come back, and we'll probably start with doing the cross members on the corners and tensioning those up so that those are nice and steady. Then we'll start running the barbed wire. Now, with the gate, got an interesting choice to make here. So the distance between the stump and the persimmon there, the half one, is just 10 feet. Just a little wider than 10 feet. So I got an 8-foot gate. I'm wondering if I go trade that in and pay $20 more for a 10-foot gate, I think I'm just going to use the 2 trees as my size, and I don't have to set any more posts. And I think I like that plan a lot. I can use the chainsaw to flatten up the stump where I'll anchor the gate to. I'll measure the height to make sure it'll work. If it doesn't work from the stump side, I can put it on the persimmon side, flatten that up and put it on there. Either way, it should work good. So we're gonna go eat lunch, right, Ruth? Yeah, we're hungry and starving. That's what a good morning's work will do for you. And we'll come back and we'll get at the rest of this project. So this worked out really good, in my opinion. It was relatively easy. It's very sturdy, especially once I add the cross strapping and tense it all up. But this was really easy. Like I said, I'm gonna link to the YouTube video where I saw this on. And basically all it consisted of is, you can decide what size rebar. I used 1/2 inch. Drill a hole through your post, through this post, and you hammer it through, and you basically just create a spike, a wedge. Now it's not like screws or a hammer holding it, but even just with that, it's solid, it's rigid, everything's tight. And then when I add the wire to tense it together, the cross bracing, it ain't going anywhere. So I think that's a great option and a great way to do it. Maybe get a smaller auger or just a regular drill bit if you're going through posts that small. But it worked great, I thought. So, okay, now I'm on the wire. The sun glare. All right. Not sure where the other video cut off. The camera ran out of battery. So I just wanted to show you what we got done for today. Look, it's barbed wire. It's almost like somebody did it that knew what they were doing. I assure you, that's not what happened. Anyway, I'll go more into depth, showing detail on what I did and how I did it. I mean, it's not too complicated, and there's probably way better videos that will show you how to do that I learned from, but I'll go over what I've learned and seen when I record more, when I do more of the fence. But it's simple. You anchor it, you wrap it, you stretch it down, you run to your other anchor point, down here. Now I was able to get the cross members on, tension up. I think we already saw that. And I've got a whole lot more to do, but we've got family visiting, so we're going to wrap this up for today. Don't know how much we're going to get done tomorrow because it's going to be showers and rain, but I may work through the rain to get this done because don't want my $70,000 solar array to get destroyed by cows. And
wait, do cows like rain?
I don't know if cows like rain, but they will be out in it if they are out in it. I don't know if our neighbor.
They still need to.
They'll probably stay under the trees. They might try to come and be under here if it's raining and they're out. I don't know.
That's bad because then they might rub against trees.
They might, but
Damage.
hopefully we'll be able to get to it tomorrow and take care of it. Okay, so until the next part of the video, sorry, my hand's blocking the way. We'll fast forward to the next part of the video. All right? Say go.
Go.